All right. So, good morning. 9:44 a.m. on a Tuesday. I've got until 12. Hopefully, I'm not going to get too much in the way of disruptions between now and here. Uh, but, and by the way, not that you care if you're watching this, but I'm talking about being sick or find something else off or throat stuff. And I realize it is allergies. Here are the allergies in Vegas, the pollen levels. So that sucks. But I take beta glucan, which is from my boy Reggie Black, Better Way Health. Helps significantly. I'd probably, without this beta glucan, I'd probably be bedridden for like the next 2 weeks. My allergies get so bad. So even though I sound bad, I honestly feel pretty good. It's also good realizing, because I do get bad allergies, that this is what's going on, and that I'm not sick. So anyway, just a little plug for beta glucan, Better Way Health. In fact, you know what? Fuck it. Better Way Health, beta glucan. So it's on Amazon too. But this stuff here, I helped with an offer that honestly didn't go well. We focused on immune support health, and which is huge. Beta glucan is an immunomodulator, right? So it keeps your immune system just right. So it's not overactive and causing inflammation or causing like allergies, but it's not underactive to where you get sick. It just helps a lot. So anyway, boom, 5 stars. 290 reviews on Trustpilot at 5 stars. Excellent. I actually really, really highly recommend this product. I usually buy it on Amazon. It's expensive, I get it, but I buy like 3 bottles at a time, and I take like 4 a day. You can do it by your body weight, right? Like my body weight's probably right now 170, so I just take 3 a day, but I take 4 a day. Just fuck it. Plus, I was heavier before. I've lost some weight in the last I don't know, a month or two. Anyway, seriously, I know this is funny, but guys, like if you suffer from allergies or like inflammation and things, this product's actually really incredible. So, okay, great. I'm actually going to keep this open because what we're going to do now, with the mechanism stuff, I'm definitely feeling more refreshed. So I'm going to find some quick studies about ketosis and fat burning and weight loss. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to go keto diet, weight loss, NCBI. I put NCBI a lot of stuff because I'm going to find legit studies. So here's one. I've actually, as you can tell, I've done a show of the keto diet before. Harvard. I'm always down with Harvard, right? Okay, so effective ketogenic diet versus a high carb, low fat diet on sleep, cognition, thyroid function, cardiovascular health, independent of weight loss. So this one's independent weight loss, but is a study protocol. So this one has not happened yet. However, even then I would come in here, right? Here's stuff about obesity, sleep apnea. See what I can do here. Shown to reduce sleepiness. I'm going to open those for later. It's 19 and 20, which is interesting. Normalized sleep architecture. 21. It's an association with a loss of body mass, particularly body fat. So it's just have less sleep, which is interesting. This is going to be about keto diet or low carb diets in brain. Let's make sure. Interesting. Oh wow, see, that's that Banting guy we saw earlier, right? So essentially, it's kind of so interesting that this William Banting guy was talking about keto in the 1800s. So I'm not going to open that right now, but I love it. That's probably a hook for somebody watching this to use, right? Like, I'd love to dig into that, but I'm not going to do it for this offer. I think you already opened that one, I think. Well, let's open it just in case I didn't. I think I started opening, but just in case. We want to find so specific. This is cardiovascular function, right? This is looking good, right? However, a meta-analysis on 23 control trials involving 1,141 obese patients reported the keto diet was in fact has favorable effects in cardiovascular health. So boom, definitely opening that. Let's go ahead and put this here for cardiovascular health. So I'm going to put it essentially, right. So I have notes here. Where was that? A meta and analysis on 23 controlled trials involving 1,141 obese patients reported that the KD diet in fact has favorable effects on cardiovascular health. And let's look at that study real quick here. I'm guessing this was the next one. Let me see which one that was real quick. 39. Systematic review. Perfect, right? So we can put this here. So for weight loss, so let's go back up to this. So showed the LCD, which is a low-carb diet, to be associated with significant decreases in body weight, body mass index, I can't spell abdomen, so let's go back to look at where it was. Abdominal, there we go. Abdominal circumference, systolic blood pressure, diastolic blood pressure, insulin levels, inflammation, so along with insulin levels, unhealthy fats, bad cholesterol, and inflammation. So that's cool. We like that. And that's all. By the way, look at this thing I love about these. You might look at this and be like, oh, it's a study protocol, so I can't use it, right? But in reality, you're going to get a shit ton of other studies, and it saves you a ton of time. So I used to ignore these, and then I realized that there were these treasure troves of information. So let's see if there's anything else really good here. Let's see what this is. I want to open kind of everything interesting I see. I think we've seen this one. I think I might open that one already, but just in case. Thyroid stuff is interesting because it's a big category that people don't do a lot in. Interesting calorie intake was not controlled. Reduced. It has been reduced by reduction in calorie intake. So that, because it's going to talk about diabetes. Interesting as well. Reduce hunger or increase satiety. That one's a bit too much. Sorry, I was getting a call, which I'm just forwarding. Okay, so then they've got their study design participants, what they're going to do there. So this should be great, though. Getting a lot here. So that was one study. Oh, you know what I should do, too? That one was from, I actually like to note where this is from, too. So in the year. So This is, I'm guessing, obesity review. Obesity review. Okay. Official Journal of the International Association for the Study of Obesity. Okay, from Obesity Journal. Let's see this journal. Obesity review, and it's to say an official journal of the International Association for the Study of Obesity. An official journal for the international. This is the only thing that sucks is trying to remember all this. I smoked too much pot when I was in my early 20s. Of the International Association for the Study of Obesity. Of the International Association for the Study of Obesity, 2012. Okay, great. So we got that one. We got the link saved, so I can close it now, right? Okay, next one was this. Effects of a high-protein, low-fat ketogenic diet on adolescents with morbidly obese, body composition, blood chemistries, stuff like that. Now, let's look at this and see what happened. Great. So, perfect. Let's go back to weight loss, right? So this is a keto diet here, low carb diet, 30 grams. At 30 grams carbs. Morbidly obese children, and this would be great. So basically, now I hate this in kilograms, so let's go kilograms to pounds. 13.4 kilograms. £33, boom. Remember that was over how much time? 8 weeks, right? For 8 weeks, they lost an average of 33 pounds. Yeah, okay, pounds. Body composition studies indicated that weight loss was, oh my gosh, I can't. Weight was lost equally from all areas of the body and was predominantly fat. Lean body mass was not significantly affected, which is good. Decrease in bad cholesterol. And 1 second, I'm gonna pause. This guy can't come here 1 second. All right, so I'm back. I had to do business stuff. Always interruptions, but is what it is. Okay. I put that, but that's actually not in quotes, so I'm changing it real quick. So anyway, that. Looks like sleep was improved too. Sleep was improved to normal levels. Conclusion. Keto diet can be used effectively. Rapid weight loss. I'll put this for now in adolescents with morbid obesity. Loss in, I can't, spelling's not the best. Loss in lean body mass is blunted, blood chemistries remain normal, and sleep abnormalities significantly decrease with weight loss. Now you might be wondering, like, okay, like, this has to do with adolescence. Honestly, in the study, I'd probably just be like, when they took subjects and did this, here's what they did. I'd probably take this quote and then maybe talk about this quote. So we cut it here. I just got the adolescence. I wouldn't say that it was not for adolescents. I just wouldn't be specific. And this was, wow, a really old one. So might not mention the date on that one, but the journal Pediatrics. Pediatrics, 1998. Kind of interesting. Right, 1998. It's crazy how this was going on, but people weren't talking about it. Okay, let's go to the next one. That one's not going to be useful amount of data. Sleep and epilepsy. Okay, long-term effects of a low-carb diet, low-fat diet. Now is this both? Interesting. This is interesting. What's interesting on this is the calorie restriction. That kind of fucks this study up, honestly. It's my own criticism, because what they're saying is basically there's a low-fat diet and a high-fat diet, but it was the same calories. The difference was just on fat. And so when they did that, low-fat diet had a better mood, but it didn't both groups lost weight. So something like this, let me actually bold the weight loss component. Better mood. So I just pop that one in here. Oop. Basically, journal. Archives of Internal Medicine. I know what that one is already. Archives of Internal Medicine. 2009. 106 overweight and obese patients. Mean age 50 years old. Results, conclusion, whatever results. Keto. Oh wait, what? So very low carb diet. So actually, this one doesn't even work for me. But this one's kind of like saying that. Sorry, I misread it. But they said people. Assuming the low-fat diet led to a better mood. I don't know about that, but okay, so shit, that didn't work. Okay, whatever. On to the next one. That's the same as we just looked at. I think I opened a choice. Carb restricted diet. I'm reading. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so this one will work. This is going to go back to weight loss. So we had control kept their diet at about 48% carbs on average. Test group ate a low carb diet below 10%. For the low carb keto diet, fat mass was significantly decreased and the lean body mass significantly increased at week 6. There was a significant decrease in serum insulin. Put there, basically. It's interesting too. Okay, so 70% of the fat loss in the keto diet group was related to less insulin, which makes sense because, as we now know, more insulin means more sugar, means more fat being stored in your body. So basically, conclusion, we conclude that a carbohydrate-restricted diet resulted in a significant reduction in fat mass and a concomitant increase in lean body mass. So, put that there. Okay, great, good. Next one. There's another weight loss one. Let's see. 120 overweight volunteers, randomized controlled trial, which is great. Interesting. It was just kind of interesting that more low carb people with the low fat pill complete the study. And basically double the weight loss. And double the fat mass, loss of fat mass. Greater decrease in fatty of unhealthy fats in the bloodstream. Your healthy cholesterol actually went up. All right, good. Where's this one coming from? The Annals of Internal Medicine, 2004. I forgot to do it for this one. I'll come back to that journal. Internal Medicine, 2004. Basically, 120 overweight, hyperlipidemic volunteers. Randomized controlled trial. First of all, greater proportion of the low carb diet group finished the 6-week study than the low fat group. 74%, 76%. Let's put it this way actually. First of all, 76% of the low carb group finished the 6-week study. Only 54% of the low fat group finished it. 6 weeks stood, suggesting that it was a lot easier to stay on the keto diet than traditional low fat diet, possibly because it's all conjecture if I'm putting it in, because you feel so full and satisfied and have such great energy on the keto diet. I'll make it clear that's not from the study, but I'm putting it. What's also remarkable is that the low carb keto group lost almost 2x as much weight as the low fat group. And almost 2x as much fat mass. What's 9.4 kilograms? 20.7 pounds on average. Great. Over here. Unhealthy fats in the bloodstream went down, and bad cholesterol went down too. Great. Conclusion, the keto group had better participant retention, and greater weight loss. Let's go back to this one real quick so I can make sure I mark what this one is from. Metabolism 2002. Okay, great. Great. This one's going to help with type 2 diabetes, which is awesome. This is from nutritional metabolism, I'm guessing. Nutrition and metabolism. Okay. All right. Got my blood sugar one here, which is great. All right. So 84 people with type 2 diabetes. Journal, Nutrition and Metabolism. Randomized study with 84 people who were obese and had type 2 diabetes. Interesting. So results, so the keto group. So okay. So group 1, keto group, less than 20 G's of carbs per day. Group 2, low calorie. I put it over here actually. Low calories, but not low carb. The keto group had 3x lower A1C after 24 weeks. You see 1.5 versus 0.5, so 3x. They lost. Keto group also lost almost double the amount of weight as the low calorie group did. My little conversion thing, 11.1, 24 pounds versus, what was the other one? 24 pounds versus 6.9. So 6.9. I made a double loss. Let's put also significantly more weight than the low calorie group. HDLC, I believe, is the wow, that's amazing. This last part, but HDLC, HDL, what is it? Yeah, versus LDL cholesterol. HDL is good cholesterol, LDL is bad cholesterol. So let me go back to this. So I had a better improvement in good cholesterol. Interesting. Okay, so the keto group also saw a significant improvement in good cholesterol, while the non-keto group saw zero improvement. And most importantly of all, diabetes medications were reduced or eliminated in 95.2% of the keto group, but only 62% of the low calorie group. Conclusion, The diet lower in carbohydrate led to greater improvements in glycemic control and more frequent medication reduction elimination than the low glycemic diet. Lifestyle modification using low carbohydrate. Oh my gosh. You see how bad mod is? I mean, I'm typing a lot, but carbohydrate interventions is effective for improving and reversing type 2 diabetes. Boom. Okay, let's save that bad boy by the way. This one. Alright, let's go. I mean, gosh, I know you're like, oh my god, so many studies, but it's still kind of important. 12-week study. So low carb diet. Let's see this actually. So low carb diet, low calorie diet, low fat diet. That's a carb restricted diet. Interesting. Okay. Let's put it on here. This is going to be a couple places here, right? But basically, journal lipids. Lipids, 2009. Okay, 3 groups. Low fat diet, low calorie diet, low carb diet. The low carb diet participants had consistently reduced glucose minus 12% and insulin minus 50% concentrations, insulin sensitivity minus 55%, weight loss minus 10%, decrease in fat tissues minus 14%, and better cholesterol and less bad fats in their blood. The low carb diet also reduced one of the biggest indicators of type 2 diabetes by 20%, while the other diets didn't make a difference at all. Conclusion. The results support the use of dietary carbohydrate restriction as an effective approach to improve features of MET-S and cardiovascular risk. So that one can be put in a variety. That would count for some stuff down here too. Oh my god, so many, but it's kind of great. This is general nutrition. At this point, interesting. Alright, whatever. That's what high protein more. Overweight, premenopausal woman. Oh, great. Okay. So let's put this really quick. I guess you could do this in weight loss too, but I'll put this like a fewer cravings. This is maybe more for addiction kind of model. Ugh, I hate when I do that. Okay. But it's worth putting basically Journal of the American Dietetic Association. Perceived hunger is lower and weight loss is greater, and overweight premenopausal women consuming a low carb. Let's see the whole thing. High protein versus high carbohydrate, low fat diet. You mentioned weight loss. Women in low carb group lost more weight. Didn't feel as hungry. Just put that for now. Probably, this is a supporting one. But not to go too deep on that. This one, I don't feel like we have enough data now. All I want to do is find stuff about heart. Damn, so there's a bunch more studies on insulin. So if you're doing like a keto diet offer specific to that, you could look at it here. I could use this as a quote for reducing blood pressure too. I'd probably just do that, like lower blood pressure. You could probably just reference that, and probably use this actually honestly as like a cure all for a lot of our stuff. More weight loss, etc. So, all right, cool. Fuck, man. All right, let's just do one more. One more. I'll put under weight loss. Trying to figure out where to put this, which is the biggest thing. But so type 2 diabetes. Let's put here. This kind of like this one kind of covers everything. Experimental and Clinical Cardiology, 2004. Kind of funny how these are so many of these are older. It's like even though keto's so good, people aren't studying it anymore. Like that's kind of interesting, right? I mean, look at all the benefits you're seeing from all of these things. So 24-week. So 83 obese patients, 39 men and 44 women. Results. This is a single kind of study, but the weight and body mass index of patients decreased significantly. Good cholesterol significantly increased, while bad cholesterol significantly decreased. The level of blood, I put here actually, in quotes again, the level of blood glucose significantly decreased. I like typing stuff out. I'm just going to quote. In this case, I'm getting kind of tired of doing this, so I'm just going to put that. Whoa, what did I just do there? All right. I think that's enough studies. What was this from? Interesting. Probably keep this Harvard thing going. By the way, good for Harvard with the kind of pop-up thing. All right. So I've got all this done. Pretty gnarly, right? But we did it pretty fast. It's 10:30 now, and that was with an interruption. I'm going to pause and take like a 10-minute break, and then we're going to jump into the brief, maybe a 15-minute break. So I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, so I am back from my quote-unquote break, although I ended up talking to a client, so it wasn't too much of a break, but what are you going to do? Okay, so we have our mechanism here. So now it's time to move to the brief. So we did research, then we did mechanism, now we're doing brief. And what you're going to see is that, it all ties together, basically. So let's pull over this brief. And we're going to get the research component, research module. Boom. All right. Let's make this a little bit narrower. So let me run through the brief with you really quick and kind of share what it's all about, right? So who's the audience? What are the pain points, biggest fears, short-term and long-term? By reversing the pain points, biggest fears, what is the one big promise that we're going to make? How will this change your lives forever? What solutions for the readers? Problems that exist? Why aren't they working? What's the mechanism? The new claim, surprising info, surprising cause. Why does the new solution work? Paradoxical question, which I love. Metaphors, which we have a lot. Bold claim, sort of like another big promise about the product solution. So basically, what I sometimes wonder about is there's a big promise here and a bold claim. The big promise, the big promise is more so generally something that about alleviating pain points, and it's, I guess, broader and more specific to the copy. So this might go into the lead, right? Like I'm going to show you how you can finally lose weight and keep it off and stuff like that. Whereas the bold claim is more specific about the product. By using this product, you're going to, you will potentially lose 20 pounds or more in the next month, and you'll do it while feeling full, all that kind of stuff. It's just more specific to the product. What is the product? Which I have kind of already know that, fortunately. Background story and story discovery, which I'm still not 100% on, but we're probably going to go with that, the mom funeral bender thing I talked about, headline ideas, and ideas for potential upsell product. So let's go ahead and do it. So we already know who the audience is because we did in the research mechanism, right? So men too, but women are primary target. Okay, say about them right. Family is important to them. They're also generally thrifty, love shopping at second-hand stores. They want to feel sexy, confident, bold in who they are. They've lost weight and drinking tea, by the way. They've lost weight in the past, probably multiple times. In their heads, they question or doubt if they'll ever be able to permanently lose weight because they've been burned so many times before. By the way, this I'm getting from that Keto forum, because a lot of times people talk about getting rid of their clothes, throwing out their clothes, their fat clothes, donating them, stuff like that. But a lot of people kind of mention that they still keep their fat clothes because they're sort of like just in case. So yeah, there's that. Think about the fat people kind of horror stories. I'd probably put some of that in there too. So all his victories, but let's see if there's any good horror stories here. What was this? I have this double. Wow, weird. Okay, yeah, right, prejudices. They generally don't like being prescribed a bunch of meds. They don't entirely trust their doctor, don't trust big pharma, don't trust their health insurance company. That's funny. I think I did this part twice about me too. We'll get into the stuff more here. This might go into pain points, but horror story stuff's probably going to go into pain points. I'm just looking to see if there's anything I want to add to that. Let's say they try to act tough but are sensitive about their weight, comments about their weight, especially from people they care about or love. Alright, so short-term pain points, right? I mean, there's a lot here. I'm going to start listing them out, but I mean, what are the biggest pain points? I'm going to list them out kind of rapid fire, and then I might categorize them from there. So short term, they are low self-esteem, confident, can't go to, or don't want to go to the beach, don't feel sexy, get mistaken for being pregnant, have people don't, it's interesting, so you always want to go for relationships and husband not loving you. I think that is like a driver, but you don't actually see that mentioned in forums that much, and so one wonders, like, is it because they don't want to admit that, or is it because it's not as big of a pain point as we sometimes assume it is? And I'm curious about that. Terrible sugar and junk food cravings, low energy, bloating, poor sleep, mood swings, tired all the time, which is similar to low energy work, tired all the time. Practical but embarrassing applications. Can't eat, can't sit in booths at restaurants. Air travel is embarrassing and uncomfortable. Can't go on rides at amusement parks. Like that. Also embarrassed to see people from the past who remember the old them that was skinny and attractive versus the current them that is fat and gross. So that's what's up here. Some keto specific pain points too. Let's go to that. I want to go to failures first. I'm curious about this. Why is this research double? I don't know how this got doubled up. That's really super weird. I want to fix this really quick. Okay. I don't know what's up with this double stuff. I think I can basically take most of that. To here. And I guess it'll just be the forces one. I'm not sure what happened, but it's bothering me that that's doubled up. So let's go back to some failures, right? Let's go keto specific. Falling out of ketosis, feeling hungry or having cravings on ketosis, irregular periods on ketosis, lose weight for 7 days and then plateau, constipation, feeling addicted to sugar, stalls, bad skin. And so those are some of the failures. And now I'm going to go down to like other things that they don't like about it. How to manage calories or track carbs. Confusion about keto diet, not getting into ketosis, being in ketosis but not losing weight. Long term, fears, I hate how this is bold every time, fears of high blood sugar and type 2 diabetes, being told they have 10 years or less to live, leaving their families behind, high cholesterol, risk of heart attack and stroke, nothing changing, them being low energy, fat, and tired for the rest of their lives. It's funny, all this would explain, right? Being fat, overweight, and feeling like there's no way to change things, feeling like it's hopeless, feeling despair, feeling full of self-doubt and low self-esteem. Let's put it that way. That's self-esteem over too. Kind of the biggest things, right? I'll bold it. There we go. Long term, right? What's the big promise you're gonna make to them? How it's gonna change their lives forever? Now here's what I gotta kind of think through it for a minute and consider things. I'm just going to try something, right? I'm going to show you a simple proven way to burn pounds of body fat and lose weight while lowering your blood sugar, getting off your meds, having better sleep and more energy, and overall transforming the way you look and feel. I mean, yeah, that is a big promise, right? What I'd like to do here is something unique, though, right? Why? So you could put like, I'm gonna do a couple of variations to see, right? Why being overweight is not your fault. How you're addicted to foods that keep you fat, potentially, plus how to break free of this addiction without any withdrawal or discomfort, so that put your body into fat burning mode 24/7 using the keto diet. Not just any keto diet though, but a proven keto system that makes weight loss and cutting carbs easy and automatic and can lead 20 pounds or more of weight loss in the next month and 50 pounds or more in the next 3 to 6 months. Maybe something like that. This same solution will also help you get off your meds, improve your thyroid and hormonal balance, and lower your blood sugar and boost every other marker of your health. That's more than 1 to 3 cents. Well, it's a really long sentence, but do I like what's happening? So I'm going to go back and look, right? Audience, yeah. Biggest pain points or fears, right? Fat, no weight change things, feeling just hopeless, feeling despair. I think this stuff's more important. I mean, there's so many weight loss offers out there that's sort of like, you're fat, you're overweight, I'm going to show you how to lose weight. It's like, yeah, I think you do have to get emotional, but I think the emotion is about despair and self-doubt and low self-esteem and things like that. I'm looking to see what else I'll put here, right? I'm gonna pause it here. All right, I am back. More work stuff. But it's funny because when I like, damn, because interruptions suck, and they do. But then it's also like, you know, this is kind of like real life, right? So, you know, the goal is trying to keep your focus, which is actually a huge pain in the ass when you're getting interrupted about shit. But what's great is this sort of helps bring you back to place, right? So anyway, but within reason, right? But yeah, emotional stuff, embarrassing applications of it, things like that. But I guess if we're really going to the biggest pain points, you know, this is sort of it. Oh yeah, another thing you right, they get tired or winded easily. Yeah. So long term, 10 years to live, family, heart, health scares. By reversing pain points, biggest fears, what's the big promise you're gonna make? How will this change your lives, right? Being overweight is not your fault. You're addicted to foods that keep you fat. How to break free of the addiction without any withdrawal or discomfort, and put your body into fat burning mode 24/7 using the keto diet. Not just any keto diet, but from keto system that makes weight loss and cutting carbs easy and automatic, can lead to 20 pounds more weight loss next month, 50 pounds or more in the next 30 to 60 months. These aren't Facebook compliant claims, but I'm doing this whole point of this is I did a compliant version for the client, and then they were like, whoa, this isn't very emotional, hard hitting, and so I was like, all right, well, I'll give you more of that. So in this case, these claims are okay. If they do a version of this for Facebook, we would just clean that stuff up, right? What are solutions for the reader's problems? What solutions exist already? Where are they working? Well, I've got that already from my mechanism research, right? Going down here. Great. So basically, low calorie. That's put here basically. I know that's right. Not only that, but studies show that keto diets burn more fat and improve health dramatically. They look much better than low-calorie diets. Tons of studies show low-carb beats low-fat, really 2x the weight loss on low-carb. Then we go keto specific. And so for that, going back to the research, so the forums and stuff. Okay, so I mean the problems are confusing. Can't figure out why they aren't losing weight. They're confused on carbs, fats, proteins, etc. Confused on counting macros. They don't know what they can and can't eat. They think they are doing everything right. However, they are not in ketosis or not losing weight. Plus, they have low energy, are tired, irritable, still have cravings, etc. Yeah, I think they're doing everything. Yeah, this is all good. I'm just thinking here. Or they are in ketosis, however, they aren't losing weight and don't understand why. Sometimes skin issues, etc. Tons of information out there, hard to follow, lots of cooking, right, because we had for some of the products. Cooking and labor-intensive recipes feels like a one-size-fits-all approach. Sometimes not enough meal plans, too much detail, too much science, hard to follow, and hard to understand. Okay, so now the mechanism, we have that written out, obviously here already. It's funny, when I was looking at this part with what's the problem, going back to the pain points up here. Oh yeah, I have that bold. I don't want that to be bold. I still almost put that here. And that's fine, keeping both in there. Right, mechanism. So, okay, mechanism, right? of the problem plus solution. Think about, right, now they already had a lot of solution, but here's the 1%, the easy but expected reason, a real secret to success. So basically, I already know that sugar is addictive and that it makes them fat, but what they don't realize is that carbs are made up of sugar. The result, these carbs are also addictive and also making them fat. This isn't just so I'm not using addiction. I'm not using the word addictive lightly here. In fact, some studies show sugar and sugar and carbs are 8x more addictive than cocaine. There are studies proving this. See mechanism document for full details. So I don't have to, I could copy, sometimes I'll copy and paste into here, but then this brief becomes super freaking long, and it's kind of like, for now, I don't think it doesn't matter because I got it here. But we'll use a lot of what's in here again. And I really like that test, which I saved or noted from Dr. Hyman. By the way, I do have another document I saved, which I'll have to find here. It's this one. Yeah, sorry. I want to get that test in there too to see if you're addicted to food cravings. So where am I going to put that? In the copy. I'm still not sure, but I've got the quote saved there. So proof elements, quiz, 5-question quiz from Yale expert. Pictures of sweets plus carbs versus healthy foods. Then doing fatty but healthy foods versus sweets to show you crave those equally. All right. Paradoxical questions are one of my favorite things on the planet. So I've talked about them a lot. And yeah, so do I have a paradoxical question yet? I always mention the one of Pimsleur approach and Dan Reutemann. If you've heard me talk about other stuff, this is going to be a broken record. But basically, why is it easy for a kid to learn any language but hard for an adult? Kids learn a different way, and that's why. Or there's like the Pimsleur approach, there's the French paradox. Why can the French, drink wine, smoke cigarettes, and eat bread, but they live longer than everybody else? It's because of whatever reason. I actually don't even know the answer to the French paradox. I think I do, but I'm not thinking about it right now. So a paradoxical question here. I actually just have to think about it. Think like what all right, why do some of them are gonna be obvious, right? So again, this doesn't have to be the ultimate end all be all, but if low fat diets, if eating low fat, why have all of these things skyrocketed over the last 50 years since we've been eating that way? That's a paradoxical question. Is it the best ever? I don't know, but it's worth it, right? And the answer is it's not, right? What's another paradoxical question? Potentially about addictive stuff, because I usually like the paradoxical question to assist with the mechanism. So something about like sugar and addictive, like why do we get cravings for salty chips, junk food, and sugary sweets, but we rarely get cravings for vegetables, or other health foods. I'm trying to think of some examples, right? It's interesting too on the mechanism. I'm trying to think of a name for the mechanism, right? Mechanism names. Because part of it's the addiction, right? But then the mechanism, I'm thinking more about the solution, which is sort of a, let's put some stuff here. God, I hate how it's bold by default. Craving conversion. So, there for example. See what I'm thinking about here is like, if we're talking about the addictive stuff, right? Like, okay, all these foods are like addictive. Then, you crave, go back to this, right? You crave sugary sweets, right? But you don't crave vegetables. That's fine, but you'll crave a cheeseburger. You'll crave bacon. You'll crave a juicy steak. You'll crave a cheesy egg omelet. There's lots of things that you'll crave that are totally good for you, that are high fat, low carb, etc. And so part of the solution here is like by breaking through the addiction, is you're replacing the addictive foods like sugars and carbs with foods that you do actually crave, which are like fatty, delicious, juicy foods. Sometimes even salty, because salt's fine in moderation. And so that's part of the therapy, part of the component of keto. So it's not just that, sure, go keto, eat low carb, right? That's fine, but I think it's more interesting if you're like not just like, so replace it with the keto diet, but you're actually replacing your cravings with the foods you crave with other foods you crave. And so it's a lot easier, right? It's like if, you're a drug addict and you can replace it with, like, imagine, let's get an example, right? You're addicted to painkiller pills, but you can replace them with, some kind of like super vitamin that gives you more energy, makes you feel better, and in fact you don't even miss or crave the painkilling pills. I'm actually going to put that there as a metaphor, one of the metaphors, right? Imagine if a pain pill addict could replace those pills with a super pill and not feel any withdrawal, but instead feel more energized, clear-headed, focused, and have a stabler mood, right? So anyway, this is kind of interesting. I kind of like craving transference. Another one. Craving transfer system. Okay. Right, and the answer would be sugar and carbs are addictive. Vegetables aren't. So those are fine for now. 2 browser questions. That was one, right? Specifically with the mechanism, the oil tanker. Let me do a Google search real quick for like truck, right? Okay. Is there an image of that? No, but okay. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting, right? So, okay. Because basically what we're gonna do is hide it for now, I guess. Right, so when you flood your body like a car needs energy, you need fueled. And it has a fuel tank that can hold a limited amount of energy at any given time. So gas time. Because our diets are so high in sugar and carbs, we're flooding our body with gas. Only holds so much. What happens to the rest of the gas? It's like using an oil tanker to fill up the gas tank in a Honda Accord. The Honda can take maybe 14 gallons of gas, but the oil tanker holds how many gallons of gas does the tanker truck hold? But tanker truck holds 9,000 gallons. So if the tanker keeps pumping gas into your car after the tank is full, it will spill back out, or if it's high pressure, it might flood the car and do damage to the engine and all of the other important parts of the car. It won't drive very well, if it drives at all, and before long the car will break down. Same thing with carbs and sugar. Your body can handle a small amount of these two things, but when you're eating a lot of carbs and a lot of sugar, it two things, and stores them in muscle, tissues, and vital organs, so they can be used as energy. Sugar, your body becomes flooded. At this time, you produce a bunch of insulin, and all of the extra sugar, not carbs, sugar gets stored as fat in your problem areas, as well as your liver, tissue, etc. This makes you overweight, causes diabetes, and other long-term health problems. Okay, perfect. So I can delete this. I had to work through it. But there you go. There's two metaphors, which will be good for the copy. It's practical questions. All right, bold claim. So, this used to be really specific, like you're going to lose 20 pounds in the next 30 days. It's harder doing that with being more compliant, but by using the keto system, we'll be sharing with you it's possible to lose 20 pounds or more of fat in the next 20 days without feeling any cravings for junk sugar or junk food, and in fact feeling fuller, healthier, or energized and stronger. Plus you'll do it without any confusion or questions, without any of the confusion that usually accompanies the keto diet. All right, we're gonna get progress 7:33. I'm going to pause and use the bathroom real quick and then be back. All right, I'm back. Got a little more tea as well. And yeah, okay. So what's the part? So, okay, fascinations can help immensely, which is true. I have the product part already created, although some copy may need to be modified. So basically, the product is like a 3-step keto system that helps you. A 3-step keto system helps you enter ketosis fast, stay in ketosis once you're there, thrive in ketosis for the long run. It's broken down into a variety of parts, which again I already have this, so I pulled up so you can see. In the current copy, pull this over here. This from the original version. So I have all the copy for this written already. But I meant to revise it a little bit probably because of the sugar and cravings component. Because I'm going with that angle. Let me write it out as I have it first, okay? So step 1, enter ketosis. There's basically, we had this, what's called here, the 24-hour keto shortcut. 24-hour keto shortcut. Might change it to 48 hours. I think 24 is kind of realistic. Gives you a step-by-step plan for what you need to do in order to get into ketosis fast. Starts with a fat fast, which is where they eat a lot of fat. Gives them honestly gives them specific meals to eat. First 2 days to do them. And for now, it's kind of it. And I guess it's kind of weak, but we're going to come back to this in a second anyway. Okay, step 2, staying in ketosis. You're going to get the 30-day keto quick start plan. I'm going to kind of copy and paste this here. Just sort of had on this already. I mean, it's already copied for it. Basically, right, breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2 snacks, 15 minutes or less. Affordable, high quality, nutritious ingredients. Tastes good. All that jazz. Makes ketosis, staying ketosis easy. That's what I have for it right now. Okay, and then step 3. So, wait, sorry, I should be more clear because I'm recording. So 30-day meal plan. Gives you meals, eat the meals, stay in ketosis. Here are yummy examples of what you can eat, stuff like that. Step 3 is, oh yeah. Well, for now, too, let me put this. Step 2 also includes a part about avoiding the keto flu. Okay, great. And then step 3 is something cool that I like, but it's called, I'll just put an example over here. 2 exclamation points. You're going to see in a second here. But so step 3 includes this part called Staying Keto on the Go. And it basically shows you everything, things you can order at tons of different options, plus a quick kind of cheat sheet. So if menu doesn't have what you want, things you can order that'll work and has keto-friendly snacks on the run, stuff like that, okay? So that's the product. I created the product for the client on this one. So the question I've got, right, is, okay, does this fit with the mechanism and all that kind of stuff? And so that's where now I'd hate to redo the product at all, but do we need to? Do we want to? Because really, when I look at it like this now, I would almost look at for step 1, entering ketosis, like quickly transitioning to the keto diet. Let me put it this way: quickly transitioning to the keto diet without suffering from carb and sugar withdrawal, aka the keto flu. Withdrawal, like withdrawal. This withdrawal. I don't know which one it is. Withdrawal. I think it's just withdrawal. Right? So quickly transitioning to the keto diet without suffering from carb and sugar withdrawal. What else would I put here? Right. We really want to give you. We'll show you. I'm gonna put this. It's possible to get into ketosis in as little as 24 hours, definitely in as little as 48 or 72 hours. So we're going to show you to do that in step 1. But the concern is just like quitting heroin cold turkey could be terrible, so can quitting carbs and sugars for the most part. So we've had our nutritionist, we do have a nutritionist for this product, design a specific program for the first week of your keto journey that unfortunately, that will get you into ketosis while minimizing side effects. How? So you'll start with a fat fast where you increase your uptake of fat significantly and start lowering carbs significantly. But we'll show you how to which gets the keto process going. Then in day 2, we'll give you a specific, you'll start following a specific meal plan for 6 days. That includes delicious, keto-friendly, easy to follow meals that are balanced and designed to include the extra nutrients your body needs to feel energized for an output going through carb withdrawal. These meals also include snacks. Each day includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with 2 snacks and dessert. This is important because even if you do have some cravings at the beginning, the snacks and desserts are designed to satisfy those cravings while keeping you in the in a state of ketosis. We'll also give you 10 specific steps to avoiding the keto flu, which is just the name for carb withdrawal. Plus, we'll show you something else too. I'm going back to the product right now. That's what I'm doing. For now, this is broad. This isn't going to be a great copy. I'll give you other tips for early stage keto success. Right, then step 2. For now, I'm putting this. I might steal from the copyright, so I can come back and do. Oh yeah. Once you're in ketosis, the next goal is to stay in ketosis. So we want to continue the momentum. That's why in step 2, for the first week, we have a full 30-day meal plan of quick, delicious, easy to prep keto meals all mapped out for you. See, I'm trying to figure out if this is really variation. Really, it's a time variation more than anything, or differentiation. So the question is, like, how do we differentiate here? But we're going to figure it out. Okay, so review. For now, I'm going to keep that there. But we're going to figure out I'm going to have to figure out a way to tie that back into cravings. These meals, actually, for one thing, have also been designed to include less than 30 grams of carbs. And the carbs that are included are, let's put like yeah, maybe something like where we do, I have to consult a nutritionist about this, but maybe in the first 7 days, I'm sure I put this here. Okay, 7 days. Energize. At this point, you'll be like how low carb to get into ketosis. You know what we could do? I don't know if my client's gonna love this, but maybe we go moderate low carb to start, so 20 to 50 grams. Wasn't side effects. How? Okay. Process going. Then day 2, so find a meal plan that includes. That's based off of, let's say, 20 to 50 grams of healthy fiber-based complex carbs per day. Now, ultimately, our goal is to get you to 20 grams of carbs or less, but we are making a smooth transition. And the truth is, you can get into ketosis eating under 50 grams of carbs. Plus, there is significant evidence showing that by simply cutting your carb intake down to 50 grams or less, you'll start losing weight very rapidly. I like that more. I like that a lot more. Okay. So the meals, each of the 7 days, the carbs go down a little bit more until by day 7, or really it's day 8, so I'll figure it out later. I'm going to do the fat fast actually. You're around 25 grams of carbs. That's what 20 grams of carbs, right? 25 is fine. Okay, and then, right, so, yeah. So by the end of step 1, you're safely entering ketosis without withdrawal or major symptoms of the keto flu. That's great. Now we want to really maximize our keto. I'm going to put fat burning because people want fat burning results. So we've designed a 30-day meal plan with quick, delicious, easy to prep keto meals that are all mapped out for you. Take less than 15 minutes. Are yummy and keep you full and satisfied. Include breakfast, lunch, dinner, plus 2 snacks and dessert. So you're absolutely not going to be having any cravings, and will include shopping lists, easy prep instructions, etc. So, alright, this is more logical now. It's still basically the same stuff, but it's more logical. So 3, okay, so at this point you've been, make a note, both step 1 and 2, there's no macro counting because everything has been measured out for you. Oh, I should also mention note 2, also everything is affordable and inexpensive. Step 3, you've been in ketosis for at least a month. Awesome, but you're in the danger zone because life is going to try and get in the way. That's why you need to be able to travel, go on vacation, eat out, etc. without falling out of ketosis. And that's why we created staying keto on the go, and then can include that keto copy that's there. Now, as far as fascinations go, I already have those kind of run out, but great. All right. Trying to find the other fascinations. Being keto flu. Another one here somewhere. It's like 5 easy ways. Yeah, here we go. There we go. So I had these already, but someone was telling ketosis, DIY test, have to do test your breath, blood, or urine, 100 delicious keto bonus recipes, not every 15 minutes, intermittent fasting demystified. One easy rule that allows you to spot hidden sugars in foods, even if you have access to the label, how to silence your hunger hormone, eliminate unhealthy stage requirements for good, 6 proven strategies for living the keto lifestyle even when no one else in your family is, and so much more. Okay, great. I love it now. I have to stop in 4 minutes, but I'm actually pretty much good here. I mean, the background story needs to be fleshed out a little more. Honestly, I'm going to pause my prayer now. I'm going to tell I have a 12 o'clock, I'm going to tell him 12:10. Give me 1 second. Alright, so background story, story of discovery. I mentioned probably going to go with emotional eating, woman triggered by death of mom or grandma. Right? Yeah, so I have it written down somewhere. Did I write down in the mechanism thing yesterday? Did I just sort of talk about it? Yeah. So basically, okay, this helps me. So I did one at Monster Funeral, big cake, she's on a diet, lost some weight, feeling good, doesn't get cake at funeral, cake comes back to her house. She sinks down, eats the whole rest of the cake in between tears, and for asking about the cake, she's embarrassed the time was gone, lies and says she threw it out, people don't believe her. She can't. She goes on a junk food bender, emotional eating, addictive behavior. Right? I think at the funeral, though, seeing people from the past, lots of folks are saying, "Oh, you've gotten big," or making comments about her weight. She pretends it doesn't hurt, but it does hurt so much. How can they be so insensitive? This compounded with the death of her mother is a lot. She's looking for an escape, looking for something to ease the pain, and there's that cake. She doesn't eat it at the funeral, but the cake comes back to her house, family. Right, that whole thing I just said. Maybe it's like a month later, she's at the doctor, and her doctor is talking about how her charts look shitty. He says, honestly, she probably has 10 years if she doesn't change things. This is a wake-up call because her mom just died from being unhealthy, maybe a heart attack, heart disease. Now she's facing the same situation. She thinks about her kids and her young grandkids and putting them all through that pain. She She knows something needs to change, but how can it change? She's tried everything in the past, up and down, never long-lasting results. She feels hopeless and frustrated. Now, okay, that's a good start. Going into the discovery, right? How does she discover the keto diet? A couple options. Her doctor tells her about the keto diet and says, in your case, maybe worth trying. She looks into it. The addictive part of sugar, right? Maybe it's like feels hopeless. And when she follows her cravings, it's so hard to stop. She's telling her friend about it, who's an addiction counselor, and her friend tells her she's addicted to sugar and carbs. She laughs, but her friend is serious and tells her to look it up. She does, realizes how addictive sugar and carbs are, plus how they make her fat. It all starts to click. It's really not her fault, just like it's not your fault you're fat. So she knows she has to break this addiction, but again, how? Well, she's heard a lot about the keto diet. Her concern is the carb withdrawal. She's heard people be confused, still have cravings, etc. Some shitty stat about keto diet being shitty. Some stat about keto diet being keto diet having shitty long-term success rate. She does try it, loses 7 pounds, feels good, but the cravings are bad, plus she's plateaus, then starts gaining weight back, plus she's tired, plus the flu, the keto flu, and caves in, back to feeling frustrated. Then here's about nutritionist Danielle. She's an expert and has developed a keto system that deals in the real world and is designed to transition you into keto so you lose weight really fast in your first week, but you don't go through withdrawal and can kick your cravings, feel a lot better, and all of that. It's called system name, and she tries it, and here's how it works broadly. She tries it, it's amazing, she shares it. 6 months go by, still amazing, so she shares with other people, same thing, no one is dealing with cravings or withdrawal. They are all losing weight fast, but also sticking with the keto diet. And so now she is a believer and with Danielle's help, wants to share her program with the road. It's called Name, and here's how it works. Get into the close. All right, boom. Headline ideas. These aren't great headlines. I'm just putting them here. I gotta stop in a minute. How so much diet she had to donate her entire wardrobe to Goodwill. All right, some ideas. I already have upsells. There would be logical benefit stuff. Like I have a keto leftover guide. So it's like how to take foods you're eating and it's like another keto. It's like a meal plan, but then it incorporates leftovers. Sounds good. And then I actually honestly forget what the other one is, but logical connection. You can sell more recipes. We have more recipes, which sounds like boring, but sometimes it's like selling them more of the same, as Justin talks about. But yeah, key leftover guide, more recipes, coaching and training, supplements, some ideas. All right, I'm finishing this now. So brief's done. I actually feel pretty good about it. I got to jump on this other call, so I'm going to stop this recording and we'll circle back here. So stop.